Bonjour. I was thinking this morning about what the conversation should have been like when I first expressed my concerns about paedophile on Zoom. I mean, not wanting my kids being on there. And this is how it should have gone. I'm not comfortable having the children on the Zoom when I know that there's a paedophile on there. And then the elder says, that's understandable. I talked to the other elders and arranged to go and see the pedo, and we'll have to talk to him, and I'm sure he'll be more than happy to go on the link instead of the Zoom, so you and the children can be on there. Brilliant. Okay, thank you. Bye. That would have been a good conversation. Wouldn't that have been good? But no. There probably also would have been a conversation there about how the paedophile has a good relationship with Jehovah and Jehovah loves everyone, so blah, blah, blah. But that's the way it should have gone. That's quite simple. There's nothing difficult about that. That's it. That's the be all and end all. That's all. There's no like, oh, you know what? This, that, and the other. Brian was this, and he was that, and he wouldn't. He was just angry, or he wouldn't listen to us, or anything like that. That's what they'll be saying. But I did listen to them, and I had conversations with them. And here's a shocking thing. Now, the elder I was on the phone to was trying to say that John Paul wasn't a paedophile. When I told him that I knew that he was having thoughts about children, he admitted it, which you'll know, right? But the disturbing thing is he was fighting for the case of the paedophile and trying to say that I should be forgiven and all this stuff. Unlike giving the first answer what I would have wanted at the beginning of this video, which was, we'll get it sorted and he'll go on the link. Simple as that. Now, I'd been told that the paedophile had said to them before that if we have problems with him being there, he would more than happily not come to the meetings. That never happened. They said it couldn't happen because it was a public place and they can't tell someone not to come to a public place. It wouldn't have hurt to ask though, would it not? If a man's repentant and he doesn't want people to stumble, then he would more than likely say, yeah, you know, if a man was repentant and he'd done something like that in the past, been to prison for it, he'd be like, and was truly repentant, he'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry for what I've done. There's a family there. I really shouldn't be there. As soon as he found out, that, you know, if I was in that position, I'd be like, there's a family there. They feel uncomfortable with me being there. I'll not go. I'll be on the link. I understand, and there's more of them to stumble than just me, and I'm not stumbled because I've done something wrong, and that's fair enough. People are people. But that wasn't his response. His response was, why should I have to do that? And breaking all the rules and just pissing me and my wife off and upsetting the children. Obviously because he wants his jollies, because I knew he was having sexual thoughts about children. Now, back to the elder. He's arguing the point that I should be more forgiving and shouldn't worry so much. And then he read, which shocked me, a scripture where he started saying about a scripture. and quoting it, about Lot giving up his daughters when the people wanted to have sex with the angels. He gave his daughters up, and that was a sacrifice. And I interrupted him there and said, are you telling me that I have to take my daughters, 3 children, girls, at the time, 7, 9 and 13, to a kingdom hall with a paedophile in it, to be stared at by a paedophile, so I can have everlasting life? And I said to the elder, and this is where it cut everything short, I said to him, if the God you believe in wants me to do that to get everlasting life, then your God is disgusting and I don't want anything to do with it. And all of a sudden he don't want nothing to do with me because he knows he ain't going to brainwash me. What do you think about that? Put in the comments what you think about an elder telling a man who's concerned about his children in a hole with a paedophile, telling him that Lot sacrificed his daughters. What the F? I often wonder if I hadn't cut him off, if he'd have said anything else to try and swerve from what he said, or if he realised that I was telling people this. Oh no, I wasn't trying to say that. I was trying to say, I understand where you're coming from, or anything like that. But it doesn't fit the narrative. He was saying he has a good relationship with Jehovah. He might not be a paedophile. What he did was a long time ago, which made no difference because I knew he was having sexual thoughts about children. That's all that matters. That's front and foremost. There's a man who's struggling about thoughts of having sex with children. That is disturbing. And you as an elder are telling me that they're reading me this scripture. Mind-blowing. Seriously mind-blowing. Anyway, back to mental health. I've been up and down and now on doing cognitive behavioural therapy, or supposedly at the moment. I think that's what I'm going to be doing because I've spoken to someone. Someone who was quite shocked about, the cult that is the Borg, and I told him that had happened. Now, we have no friends, no help, no nothing. The car broke down. We had no one to take my car. The guy, when I had my car bought for me by an amazing brother, well, there was the brother that I liked a lot who was pushed out from the congregation, who now doesn't actually belong to any congregation, but goes to the meeting, goes on the Zoom meetings and vehemently says that you must do as Jehovah's says and that the organisation's right. He bought me a car. He needed a new clutch because it was knackered, and he paid for that. Now that was at a garage a fair way away from me. 50 minute drive. To a man who fixes cars, and he do it cheap, and he does a good job. It's reliable. Anyway, the car broke down 2 days ago. We haven't had a car for the last 3 days. Well, Monday night it broke down, so Tuesday without a car, Wednesday without a car. Today's Thursday, so hopefully they'll be looking at it today. You right?
Yeah, I've got this for my nose.
Okay. I ring my garage, which is just round the corner, and they literally just round the corner from me. It's a 5-minute walk, and they're real decent people. I've used them before; they've been all right. And they said, well, we need to know whether you've had all 3 parts of the clutch fitted, or is it whole clutch, to know what's wrong, because I don't want to find out you've only had part of the clutch fitted. No, I don't want to take apart the clutch, find out they didn't need doing. So I rang the old mechanic. I had his number. Couldn't get hold of him. This mechanic who fitted the clutch, who's friends with all the witnesses, but he's not a witness. Now, some of you know I sent an email to this old friend who was a witness, who said he would never not stop having anything to do with me. He posted a letter for the kids each, and I think he saw the pumpkins. So let's draw the line. And so, because I am who I am, but because I had some vegetable cut into faces on my garden, he wants nothing to do with me. So maybe he's not the man I thought he was, to be honest. But then again, he's very much like I was. Maybe one day, hopefully, he wakes up. I would have thought he would have woke up sooner for all the crap that he's been through and the way he's been trapped. And the problems with the organisation that he's brought up before. But anyway. Although it would be hard for a person of that age who's done it for so long to give up. So I'm understanding of that. I contacted him. Do you remember whether I had was it the whole clutch or part of the clutch or what? And well, we tried ringing and he wouldn't answer. So I thought, you know what, I'll just email him, see if I get a reply. So I put, hello, it's Brian. Just wondered if it was the whole clutch I had that was replaced on the car. It's broke. Thanks. And he replied, very formally, yes, it was the whole clutch. We saw it. I hope you still have the receipt. Give him a ring. His number is so and so. If you don't have it, that was it. That would be the problem. That's it. So I anyway. By then I'd got in contact with the mechanic, and he says, I can look at it, but you need to get it to me if you can get it towed. Well, I'm sorry, but for 10 years all my friends have been Jehovah's Witnesses, and I have no friends. So I've got no way to tow it to him. I didn't say this to him, I just said okay. And then, of course, but in my mind, I haven't got anyone. So I'm going to take it to the garage around the corner. So I ring them up and say, look, it was a whole clutch. Can you come pick it up? Yep, right, we'll pick it up. We might be able to pick it up tomorrow. Anyway, that day they came and picked it up. I still haven't heard from them, but they've been busy. We haven't been anywhere. I try not to spend anything at all because we've got to pay for this car. But isn't it interesting, you know? How much it affects your life. You can't do these things, you have that one. Maybe it was just the one friend. Could you give us a lift up to the so and so, and could you nip us up, and bring us back? It's like it's on the other side of the other town, a while away. And more often someone would say yeah or something, but then people aren't there anymore. My dad lives a long way away. My mum's busy with her business. So in that sense, no, we don't have support from a mother or a father. Marie doesn't have support from her parents. I'm 34, she's 36. We've got 4 kids by choice. And everything we do is us. We don't really have any help. I mean, I'm sure if I wanted to borrow money, I could borrow money from those people. Definitely. But I can't really ask anyone any favours without it being put back in my face or anything like that from those people, from family. I think that's the way I feel. There's my brother, but he is he has problems of his own and things. So yeah. So because that elder couldn't have had that first little thing, I still may have been going to meetings. But interesting, just that one thing he could have done. But he vehemently went the other way and made a big rigmarole of fucking everything up. And now, look at the way I am. Look at what's happened. So yeah. Anyway, I'm off. Comment about what the scripture used and let me know what you think. Whether you think what he might have thought, or if you think that he thought what, or if you thought he meant what he meant and that I should sacrifice that my daughters to have a less knife. Anyway, have a good day.